Coast Madden Podcast. I'm Shanegotyou11. With me, as always, is Trey and Nick, and welcome to the Halloween Podcast.
The Halloween Podcast, indeed. We are back for the Halloween edition of the West Coast Madden Podcast. Hope you guys are all doing good. Let me know in the chat or in the comment section what your plans are for Halloween. Halloween is always a good holiday. Actually, this was around the, I believe this was around the time last year that we started the West Coast Madden Podcast, because I remember doing the Halloween edition last year. Nick wasn't in here, but it was me and Shane. And one of the questions that I asked Shane was what his favorite candy was, and he said Mike and Ike's, if I believe. Is that right?
Yes, and you said Butterfinger, right?
Indeed. Yeah.
I do like Butterfinger a lot too, though.
But since we have a new guest, Nick, what's your favorite candy?
Candy corn.
Really? No way.
I hate candy corn.
You have to be joking. You have to be
No,
joking
it's good.
that. Oh, wow. Well, that's the worst candy. But
you know what?
Right,
actually, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, Trey. I just saw something.
Yeah.
I am going to actually do a trivia for the people that are listening, and then also for you and Nick when we get to it. I just thought of it. I'm going to ask you guys each questions.
all right, sounds good. But I guess one more thing that I'd like to add. Since last year we did what was your favorite candy, so I guess the question this year, do you guys have any, I guess, like, interesting experiences, whether it be trick-or-treating or, I guess at a party or whatever that you remember that stands out? Shane?
Honestly, man, like I said, I'm not a huge party person. Usually I'm with family. Even when I was old enough, I took my nieces out, or my nephews, or my cousins, or excuse me, nieces and cousins. But besides that, man, the one thing, my favorite costume of all time, I don't know if you guys know Our Gang or Little Rascals, they're called now. I was the picture perfect alfalfa. No lie, I looked like just a kid in the 1994 movie. I mean, my ears didn't stick out as much, but you know what I mean.
Alright, sounds good, yeah. Sounds a little bit before, or a little bit, before my time. So.
I mean, way before you guys' time.
But I'll take your word for it. So what about you, Nick? Are you a big trick-or-treater, or...
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right.
I'm too old
that's
for
another
that.
question. How old were you? How old were you when you stopped trick-or-treating? I think I was probably...
I can't even remember.
I mean, it couldn't have been that long ago.
Yeah, it's not like you're 40.
I think I was probably in middle school, probably around 8th grade or 9th grade, somewhere in there.
I don't know, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna throw out this question to you guys, since we're on the topic of how old were you when you last stopped. As I've gotten older, right, I don't think I have a problem with any age of trick-or-treating, as long as you don't try to vandalize stuff, if that makes sense. Like, if you're 20 or 19 and you're with your, like, cousins who are, like, 15 or 14 and you want to dress up and just go door to door and do Halloween, that's, to me, way better than, like, going to a party, drinking, maybe getting in a car wreck, or vandalizing houses. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm older.
I think I agree with you. I think that if you're like 18, 19, or 20, I think it's acceptable as long as you have like your kids, well, not kids, but like your brothers that might be younger. But I think that if like you're 20 or 19 and you kind of go by yourself, and I think that's a little bit weird. Don't you think? No.
I think it's your age, because you're 23, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought the same thing. And then I realized, like, a couple years ago, I was watching these kids. They were on the block, and the kid was probably 20, 21 with his friends who were probably 19. But they had dressed up. They were respectful. They waited for the little kids to go in front of them, and they just went door to door and had fun. Could people say, well, they're nerds or they're dorks? Well, I honestly, at my age, I'd rather have nerds and dorks than people that think they're so cool that they're egging your house or, you know, going to their first party and trying to get lit. I mean, I think that's a cool word, right? Lit. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what the kids are saying.
Okay, no, but not in that term. Like when you use it in that way, saying that just didn't sound right at all.
really?
It's not hip to
The way you use that in that sentence just did not sound right.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna go. I got lit last night. Come on, that's still popular, isn't it?
Yeah, the word's popular, but not when you say it in that way.
Okay, was it better how I said it the last time, or still no?
I don't know what the last time was.
Well, screw you, Nick. I'm old. Get over it. I'm joking, dude. Yeah, I realized it because one time, man, if a side story here since it's a Halloween podcast, and my baby's crying in the background like perfect all the time. Anyways, a guy told me he knew how old I was just by my lingo when I was on the mic playing against him.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of, you guys watch The Simpsons at all?
Nope.
Yeah, of course.
Do you ever remember
Classic.
you know who Abe Simpson is, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get a binky. I apologize, you guys. Where he said, "I don't know what popular is. I did or whatever. I once knew. It'll happen to you." And it's true.
Yeah.
Everything you think like your parents are dorks or the adults are dorks, it comes full circle.
Yeah.
Living up now, anyways. You guys are like, yeah, whatever, old man.
I think for me though, I think when people, because I remember like I first started like online gaming back in like 2008. My dad got me the original Xbox Live for the 360, and that was like way toxic than today's now. But I think because like the way that my voice sounds now, like you know the most monotone or whatever, that's how it's always sounds. So he probably got that and saying, oh well, he's not a squeaker, so he shouldn't get picked on too bad. So,
Yo, man, I didn't even have the option, bro,
yeah.
when I was young. I mean, my voice has kind of always been lower than most people.
Same. But
I don't know, man. I would love if we're doing the podcast, which I hope in 10, 15 years as an old man for myself, you guys are around my age now, and how you guys feel about it from now to 10 years from now, if that makes sense, about people trick-or-treating at a certain age.
Yeah, hopefully by then the podcast will be, you know, it'll be bigger. I don't even know if YouTube would still be around that long. I mean, it probably will, but
I think it'll always will be. I think it'll always have a platform, and everybody, like, it goes in circles. Like, I remember, like, YouTube was so popular for a while, and then Twitch, and then another one I can't remember that was kind of, and then it just went away. I think it will, man, and I think we can even go to Spotify if, let's just say, YouTube closed down. It's not. I mean, we could make a way to do it.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Anyways, I just would be interested to see, and I'm sure I'm going to be talking to you guys in 10 years. My plans aren't going to change, but I just think that people's opinions change with their age.
Yeah. Since we were talking about our voices, yeah, my voice, like when I'm talking on the mic, it doesn't sound like as low as other people, but when I'm not, it's like, I don't know, it's weird.
You sound like Barry White. You don't even know who Barry White is, do you?
No.
Isn't
Damn.
that the old lady that's like that's like in like the commercials or whatever? Is that someone else that I'm thinking of?
Hold on. Oops, I cut out. Go ahead. Say what you said again, Trey.
I was gonna say, isn't she, is it a girl, like isn't she the one that's like in all like, I think it was like the Super Bowl commercial that she was on a few years ago. Like,
You want me to stop you there? It's a black guy, and I think he's
oh,
dead.
okay, yeah,
And
never
he's
mind.
saying,
Never.
"Ain't got no love for you, babe." But his voice is so deep. But I forget that I'm dating myself when I say certain thing around you guys.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I was thinking of someone totally different, but
Just like this, Trey. You may know because you might have been still young enough where you knew. Nick, do you know who Tom Green is?
Nope.
Trey.
yeah,
Okay.
yep, yeah,
Because you were cut off just in time when he was not as popular, but you still kind of knew him.
right. Yeah, for sure. So a little bit of preamble there. Always nice to, just talk about how things are going and all that. And I hope that the people that are listening to it have a good time as well, because I mean that's kind of what we're all about here. At the end of the day, is just get on and have a fun time, talk about Madden and all that.
Well,
So
especially when it's the Halloween edition, man. Sometimes you
yeah,
can go off topic and it's okay. I mean, right now, yes, clubs are going on, so I'll let you get into that, Trey. But I'm also going to do a Halloween trivia, so if anybody wants to join in after the point and write how they did, we can do that too. But
all
go
right.
ahead, Trey.
because because I kind of have something up my sleeve too for this one a little bit later, but we'll get into that. But no, let's talk about club series. So unfortunately, Shane was not able to qualify. I don't know if he wants to get into that a whole lot, but he didn't qualify. There was a few good games. I think the main story that came out of this was, franchise GG. And on a side note, has this year, like, from Madden 20 to Madden 21, has this year been like the biggest like shit show in terms of people disconnecting and just doing all this other stuff, and EA doesn't seem to have an answer for it.
I honestly think Madden 19 was worse at the start of the year, Trey, with disconnects.
No.
Yeah, bro. Did you even play?
Okay.
How are you going to argue with me? Did you play? Did you play competitively, Nick? I know you got a
Alright.
vendetta
No.
against Madden 21, but did you play Madden 19 competitively? I
No.
got booted 12 times at the start of the year. That's why I didn't even, or Madden 18,
Damn.
excuse me, it was Madden 18. I actually tried to do salary cap in Madden 18, and I got booted like 12 times in like 15 games. And it was going around, so I stopped even trying to do it that year. So it was Madden 18, not Madden 19. Excuse me, Madden 18 was horrible. And yeah, they need to fix it. They need to figure out how to not let people glitch and kick people off. I mean, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah,
I
because
agree with
I
you.
lost a playoff game because of the disconnect crap. That was kind of angering.
I did too, Nick, earlier this year. It just spun, and I quit, and it gave me the loss. But I mean, I know what you mean. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think Madden 21 is actually like a better version of Madden 20. That's where I'll go. I know me and you
No.
disagree, Nick, but so you like simulation, correct?
I just don't like the ball's literally going through your body and the receiver still catches it when you're a corner.
Right, but you
And
but
the
you realize that. Go
and the
ahead.
fact that a 20-foot dude can't intercept a 1 inch dude on the most feared head-to-head thing. Like, that's to the point where EA just needs to stop making games.
Nick, Madden 20 was way worse. All I'll say
No,
is yes, yes, and dude, I,
no,
I'm
because
actually, yo,
no,
I'm gonna put an opinion out. Actually,
no,
yes, yes, you may. I'm gonna put a
no,
poll out.
no. No,
Nick, yes, yes, yes.
because the ball literally didn't go through the corner's body into the receiver's
No,
hands.
they just did a contain glitch at the start of the year, so your offense line
Yeah,
would dumb out. It also
yeah,
Nick, a punter was the QB for a guy who won the Madden Bowl. That's all that needs to
yeah.
be said.
Okay,
That is as arcade as
no.
F.
Okay,
Trey, you want to
but
throw your opinion up in this?
okay, no, wait. But a receiver putting his hands literally through the corner's body and catching the ball.
Okay.
But that's happened
Okay,
every
Nick.
year.
Okay, Nick, let me ask you something. How often have you seen that happen in game
All,
and be honest?
all the time, a lot.
I've
Okay, fine.
probably-
Okay,
I've-
fine. Okay, fine. Not all the time, but more than once. I'll tell you that.
You know how long that's been going on though. That's like a legacy. Okay, so when we say legacy issues, there's stuff that's because Madden's code goes back all the way to like I mean as long as it's been alive. I mean they've switched engines from like Ignite and then they started Frostbite around Madden 18, but the code is long. And the problem is that when Rex Dixon was the gameplay director of around Madden 17, Madden 16 through 18, the one thing he wanted to do was to take a year off from building Madden because he wanted to fix some of the legacy issues, which included, players on the sidelines not really looking realistic and, people catching the ball through people's bodies. And he ended up getting stopped in the middle of his pitch, and he was pretty much told, stop telling me about what you want to fix, give me something that you want to sell. And then he ended up leaving because he couldn't create the game that he wanted because the people that run EA Sports care about the short term rather than investing in the long term. So
I'm just saying there's no way that Madden 20 is more a simulation than Madden 21. That's all I'll say. You don't see a punter winning the Madden championship, and if it happens, I'll say it's dumb as crap too. And then I'll join in.
And and I'll say this, I think that it's not a good look for the game when, like for example, if you call a timeout and then a banner will appear on the screen that says 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I mean stuff like that, it's not a good look. And I think it's embarrassing for a company that's, as big as EA Sports. But at the same time, if the gameplay is good and I have a good experience playing the game, then that's really what it's all about. So.
Because, I mean, every year you're going to have some fake things. Like, Nick, were you playing Madden 20 competitively last March? Hello?
Is he there? Is he?
Here, fine. I'll just say it this way.
Okay.
Madden 20 March. Nickel 245 or whatever scheming came out with.
Right.
I couldn't even run under center. It dumbed out so bad that they'd sack my QB. My offense line would dumb out. My run plays would no longer work that were real run plays. I wasn't using the meta, so we're not going to go off that. And it literally, they'd go through the line and sack the QB tackle. Madden 20 was fake. Madden 21 has some fakeness to it, but I don't think Madden 21 has as much arcade as Madden 20 did. Just because a punter should no way know how win any championship. That means that the top pros and the books couldn't stop a guy that had a punter as a QB.
Right.
Just think about it that way. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people and even myself, I'm not a fan of Joke. I don't think nobody is the way he complains on Twitter and etc. But win with the punter or not, I think he's a great player regardless. So I don't think that, Shane or I are trying to take nothing away from him because he won with the punter at quarterback. But again, it's not a good look. And Madden 20, could that scheme work? With the punter at quarterback, could you win a game of draft champions having a punter at quarterback? No, you can't. It was only a thing that worked in salary cap, and that's one of the big reasons why I think that competitive Madden in MUT isn't a good thing, because let's look at the live series from last year, the Madden Classic between Sirius Mo and Henry. Henry,
All right,
hey, welcome back, Nick.
All right, yeah, sorry, Shane, I'm back.
You're good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so can I answer Shane's question, Trey?
I forgot what I already asked you.
Okay, no, you said, did you play Madden 20 competitively? Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, in March, that was my main question. Because you want a simulation like I do. Well, Ski-Man came out with a play that they ran 2-4-5, and if you were under center, they'd come in and your offensive line would dump out and they'd sack the QB instantly, or if you hand it off, sometimes they'd hit the QB and it'd be a fumble, or they'd hit the running back instantly. I mean, that's not real. That's fake.
Yeah, see, but Shane, that's what you don't understand. No, but I think you're kind of missing the point. Or no, you're not missing the point. But it's different, because see, that's a scheme that someone came up with.
But how's that real?
Okay, my point is, and Madden 21 is worse, in my opinion, because the corner literally putting his hands, or not the corner, the receiver putting his hands through the receiver's stomach, literally, and catching the ball through his stomach and pulling it back through his stomach is not a scheme. That's the game just being broken, and that's just showing that EA is
so
horrible at
bro.
making games and should just stop. Because that's not a scheme. That's not a play. That's the game being broken and the corner not being able to do nothing.
But how is that a scheme when you run a formation, and because the game glitches out for that formation, you can't even run the ball or pass the ball under center?
It's not in a formation. It's in every play you run that happens.
Under single back, you could even hand the ball off because the offensive line would dumb out. That's a glitch in the game. That is not a scheme. A scheme is like if I run a cover 4 or cover 2 scheme and my guys shut down people. I realize how to run certain plays or certain schemes that shut down a lot of popular pass plays.
See, Shane, that's what I said. I said it wasn't a scheme. I said it was something that's broken, and I think that's what make it, because in Madden 20 that didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
The corner putting his hands to, or the receiver putting his hands to the corner.
Well, you wouldn't know because 99% of the people ran.
Exactly.
I mean,
okay.
Every year you have broken stuff. Like this year, I could catch a ball. Every pro cried. Nick, you said you could catch a ball. I even posted a video, and then I did a stream showing that I could catch a ball just fine because I switched up fast enough. But none of the pros could do it. Well, guess what happened? They cried so much they made a patch out of it, and now the cornerbacks don't react to pick out the ball sometimes.
Yeah, my point. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, so the patches broke the game. I would agree on it with you on that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that EA doesn't know how to make a game, and they should just stop completely because they really suck at it.
But my only debate on that, or my only conflicting a point with that with you, is I think even if it was 2K or Shane K or Nick K or Trey K, it would do the same thing. I do. I think pros would find. Trey, what's your opinion? Do you think pros would find stuff to break?
No.
I mean,
because the pros, because... No, sorry, Trey.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay,
I was
because
just gonna
no,
say
Shane.
because,
Oh.
and we were talking about this. We were actually talking about this. This is probably like an average conversation in our Discord server that takes place about once every week because Nick always types that says, "Oh, he's done with Madden," and then
All right. Anyway, Trey, can I
and
just
then we
say
have to
something?
talk about it. But
Because Shane, the pros didn't find they didn't go and look for they didn't go and look for the receivers to put their hands through the corners' bodies and.
I haven't had that happen,
but
so I
but
can't speak on
but
that.
they're still gonna find exploits though in the game.
Yeah, but that's not an exploit. That's like just the game being bad.
But I guarantee you, if you go look at 2K5 and you go through every gameplay, I mean every gameplay, there's gonna be stuff that you look at
It's
and you're like,
not.
what the f?
It's not as bad as EA. Shane.
I mean, I didn't play it, so I mean, you played 2K5 a lot.
He wasn't
I
even
never
alive
played it,
back then.
but
So you never
I saw.
played
it.
No, no. I saw actual gameplay of it, and it looks a lot better than Madden.
And the whole NFL 2K5 is better than Madden. It was a good game. I'm someone that grew up with the original PS2. Like, I mean, that was like my childhood.
I had a PS2 too.
PS1, you heard?
Yeah, oh, PS1, yeah. But no, I was probably
my first game console was a PS2.
right. But I'm saying like that was probably like the prime of my gameplay days because I didn't really play a whole lot of video games in high school, which is kind of funny looking back now. But when I was from probably like age 12 through middle school, I would play a PS2 and 2K5, it was a fun game. I think that but I think that there's such a thing as being too simulation.
There's no
And,
such thing as
and
Wait, so Trey, can I ask you a question?
yeah, go for it.
Because you asked me questions about my point. So, what? I don't think anything could be too simulation. So, are you calling Farming Simulator, which is an actual game, are you calling that too simulation? Because it's a
Right.
simulated game.
Okay. No, that's a good point. That's a good point, and my counterpoint is this. So in Farming Simulation, it's a game where you pretty much play as a farmer. There's no competitive game that takes place in Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
However, in football, if I go into an online game, right, I want to win the game. Like now, obviously,
Okay, yeah.
if I lose the game, it's not a big deal. But I would want to win I would want to win the game. And if you include things like holding penalties, if your quarterback gets injured randomly, it's stuff that happens in real life. But is that going to prove who the better player is in terms of scheme and, user skill and things like that? No, it's not. So that's why, Madden, like, they only call penalties if you, for example, you put your blocking on aggressive. One out of 10 times you're going to get called for holding. But that's something that you could control because you took the risk knowing that you would get powerful blocks, but on the flip side, you might get called for holding. And a lot of people like 2K5, but there was glitches that happened in there too. Like it's not the perfect football game that people made it out to be.
Right, just like here,
And
I'll say this: Madden 04 with Vic. Everybody loves that game. Like Problem always talks about how it was a
yeah,
great game, but then you show clips and they ran backwards with Vic like 90 yards. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but still, and
pretty
would run
much,
backwards and
yeah.
Yeah,
throw.
Shane,
Yeah,
that's exaggerating.
It's still like, it's hindsight, bro. Your brain tricks you. If you ever want to, again, I'm getting on the psychology of your brain, but your brain tries to make your past not seem as bad as it was, and if you like something, it makes it seem even better than it used to be. Like, for example, my brain thinks that my high school years were great. Nah, when I was in my fucking freaking high school days, I owe a dollar.
You have to find yourself,
I
Shane.
just did. I found myself a dollar, bro. I'm saying when I was in high school, I hated high school, except my senior year
I
and
love high school.
part of my junior
Out
year.
of all my years of schooling, I love high school the most.
Dude, I loved elementary, bro.
No.
Yeah, I'd go outside and play football at recess. We used to be able to throw snowballs at each other, not get in trouble. We used to be able to play
Those
tackle
were the
football.
good days. Yeah.
Bro, it was just a totally different, like, we were kids, man. We were kids. And like, we were rough and
Yeah.
tough. And nowadays they took, my son said they took away kickball or whatever for recess and gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, nah, man, you lost. Like, when I played sports when I was young, Nick, when you were not even born, and Nick and Trey was a baby.
How do you know I wasn't born, Shane?
You said you were born in 03.
Yeah.
And Trey said he was born in 97. Am I right?
So that would make me like 4 or 5.
Right, and I
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
You know they kept score.
Wait, you were 8?
When?
In 03.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
he
no.
was.
Me? Oh, man, I was 19, bro.
So you graduated in 2002. So you
Yep,
just-
at 17.
Yes.
So here,
Nah,
but here,
seriously? Wait,
Yeah.
seriously?
yeah,
Wait, so, how old are you right now, Shane?
36.
You don't sound 30. You do not sound 36 at all, Shane.
Well, I guess
I
I'll take
thought-
it as a good thing, man.
I thought you were the same age as Trey the whole time, or like
No,
a
man,
year older.
You never remember. You asked me this. I think it was like 6 months ago. You asked how old I was,
Oh,
but it
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
matter,
remember
and
that.
I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm a little bit older, but whatever. I mean, I don't care. My whole point, I guess, my whole point is when I was like 8 to 12 years old, when you played sports like baseball or soccer or whatever sport you're doing, they used to keep score.
wait, how do we go from Madden to recess?
we
Because
got way off topic. On
it's
this one,
because
boys.
I went off
Yeah.
topic with about your brain
Oh.
structure and how your brain works in psychology and how your brain thinks like certain things weren't as bad. Like if you broke up with a
Oh, yeah.
girlfriend and you're like, I can't get over her, my life is over, and then 10 years later you're like, that wasn't a big deal. Your brain tricks you, and like I have great memories of high school, which I know are total bullcrap. Because every day wasn't great, every day wasn't perfect, and like even elementary school. But my whole point, I guess, is I think that people are softer nowadays than when I grew up, and some of it's for the better. Don't get me wrong, some of it's for the better. There's certain words that we used to call each other that people would say that you're homophobic now, and like I'm just being honest. My point is like I feel, and I'm not throwing you in, Nick, or you, Trey. But I feel like this generation feels like unless they win, everything's stupid. Everything's dumb. Everything's
No,
unfair.
Yeah,
I don't-
those are good.
I don't think that.
That's why I said I'm not throwing you. I'm saying I'm doing a generalization. I coached Pop Warner for my son when he was 12 or 11, his last year. That team went 1-8, bro. They sucked. They were garbage.
Ew.
They were the
Yo,
youngest. What's that?
Oh, no, I was gonna say my high school football team. I think was it my freshman year? Oh, I'm a senior. And literally, because I'm talking about that, it literally feels like I was a freshman yesterday. Like I really do not know where my freshman, my junior, my sophomore year went. I really do not know. I
Because
don't know how. I
it's your
don't know how it
brain.
went that fast. It actually feels like yesterday I was a freshman.
But
Anyway,
it's your brain. So They went 1-8.
No,
All the parents wanted trophies, and I said no.
Yo, Shane, I was gonna say something. Hold on. No, because you're talking about records like you think that team's bad. Okay, my high school football team. Oh, and I already told you, Tony Gonzalez, the Hall of Fame Chiefs tight end, even came to my. You saw that text in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know about it.
He came to my high school to teach the football team, and that was and even after that, my freshman year, the principal says the first game, like at one of my assemblies my freshman year, the principal was all like, "We finally won our first game in 7 years." I was all like, "Holy shit!" Oh, my bad.
You're fined $1 now, Nick.
but I was like, seriously, like, that's high school football, and you had Tony Gonzalez coach the team, and you still didn't win a game for 7 years straight. It's
Here,
like,
I'll tell you something, Nick. You know, one of the things is most Hall of Fame players are bad coaches. Usually, the bad to average players are the better coaches. That's why Michael Jordan struggled as an owner. That's why certain top players struggled as coaches when they did it, because they don't understand why this person can't do what they did. Like, look, all you have to do is do this. But anyways, my whole point is the parents nowadays want trophies, and they wanted pizza parties, and they wanted, like, accolades. You sucked, okay? I'm sorry, you sucked. You know what? I remember I didn't get one trophy my whole damn childhood except soccer when we won it all, and I was goalie, and I was, like, MVP. And we got gold medals, and we celebrated. But guess what? All those other years, we lost in the playoffs. We didn't get trophies. We didn't get this is not fair. Everybody should get a trophy. We kept scores. Like, lots of times they don't even keep score. Like my son, when he was in middle school, they didn't even try to keep score and records in their basketball.
Right.
I'm just saying it teaches poor losers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, and then I agree with you, but like I heard about a story where there was, I guess, this high school football coach that you know, he would like beat people so bad, like when he was up like by like 50 points, he wouldn't like chew the clock or try to milk away the game. He would just keep playing. I think stuff like that, it's corny. It's like, oh, good job, you beat me at a high school, you know, football game. That doesn't even mean nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of jerky. I agree. That's different than, like, if I play baseball and I lose 2-1, but you don't want to keep the score because you don't want my feelings to be hurt. And then what's going to happen? You throw me in the real world, and I get told no for the first time, or I don't get a trophy for writing my resume, and I cry about it. That's all I'm saying. Like, it was different at my age. In my group, and I know it's different when my parents and so on, and I sound like an old person, but I just think at the same time you need to keep scores and you need to keep records, because that's how you make good losers. Like, when you lose a game, you shouldn't, like, if you want to cry because you got eliminated or you got knocked out of the playoffs, obviously, cool, cry. I mean, that's competitive juices. But, like, stomping up and down now, yelling, "That's not fair," or my son doesn't get enough touches with the football. He's going to be an NFL pro, but he's not even good enough in his Pop Warner team. I mean, I saw the bad side, man, of parents and kids.
Wait. Are there actually parents that said that, or are you just exaggerating?
No, I'm not exaggerating.
No, that's been going on.
Wait. There are actually parents that stomped up and down and said, "My kid's going to be an NFL pro."
Yeah, they said he's good enough he's going to be in the NFL. He's going to buy us a big house. I'm not going to throw people under the bus or anything like that.
Okay, that's like that parent. Okay, no, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to speak truthfully. That parent, can I even say this on the podcast, Shane?
Don't swear.
We get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, we get what you said.
No, it's not a cuss word. That's not. It's not a cuss word.
We get where you're going.
Yeah,
we
I don't know what you're gonna
wait.
say. I'm getting
we
afraid
know what
now,
you're gonna
Nick.
say. Yeah.
Wait, Trey. Wait. Do you know what I'm gonna say, Trey?
I mean, I don't know what you're gonna say verbatim, but we know the point you're trying to make. We know where it's
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Okay, where's it going then?
Down the gutter. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
okay,
I
but-
just. Yo,
Okay,
I
but
just.
at the same time though, like if you sign your son up because I know for me like Pee Wee football, like that stuff was expensive to sign up for. So I think that if you're gonna spend money, then I would be mad as a parent if you know my kid wasn't getting playing time because I put money into it.
but the rules are stated before you sign up on Pop Warner. If your son is not good enough at the position, they will still get a minimum of 10 plays a game.
Right. So
Yeah,
so
okay.
there's like a requirement.
Right. So if you think your son's gonna want to just play football for fun, right? They don't want to
Yeah.
compete. Pop Warner was the thing where they kept score. Was one of the few things that kept score that you made playoffs. That you understood that if you lost, you lost. You got to go to California if you were the best team out of Washington or Florida, depending on where it was. So they knew. Like, a lot of people that want their kids to just have fun and don't take it so serious, they took them to the Y League. So they all got to play.
Oh, okay, that's legit.
Little
yeah.
Jimmy got the ball
Yo,
and he
wait,
couldn't
wait.
play.
Can I please say what I was gonna say, Shane?
Go for it.
All right. Anyway, no. All right. No. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, so we'll just, anyways. So here's my point. You want to know the kind of stuff that I dealt with? I mean, we're totally off topic here, but I mean, and it's
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah,
but,
we are.
But the point is, it still kind of connects to the Madden players now, the Madden generation now. If they're not good enough, fix it or patch it. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Okay, but that sounds like the baby pros.
but it's around your age group. To be fair, except like Joke. I think Joke's older, right?
Yeah, and Dreeny's pretty cool too. He's pretty.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
so-
are you saying a lot of the pros are around my age group?
The new pros, yeah, Joke's an older pro, and he complains a lot. Dreeny's a young pro and doesn't complain a lot, but again, I'm generalizing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So my whole point is because of like Pop Warner. So my son last played 3 years ago. So technically they'd be like 16, 17, some of them, because my son was the youngest in that. The team I coached were like 11-year-olds, and we were in the 11 to 13-year-old group. And as you know, a 13-year-old is going to probably look a lot different than an 11-year-old.
Yeah, probably.
So like everybody's excited, like, oh, Shane's a Madden guy. Oh, he's a pro. He's good. Whoop-de-whoop. We're gonna win, right? Wrong. I mean, I'm not God. I can't, make my guy who's 45 pounds, exaggeration, like 65 pounds, tackle a guy who's 105 pounds. That's just not gonna happen. And the thing is like, literally, I'd be getting screamed at from the stands. Like, come on, Madden boy. Come on, Madden boy. I thought you knew how to score on offense. Yeah, I thought you knew how to score on offense. I ignored it all year, and then my last game, he's like, same play, you're running the same play. I looked at him, I said, I had 35 points in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Talk to the defensive coach if you want to get mad. And then I was like, damn, Shane, that was immature. But my whole point is like,
yeah, Shane, that was immature.
No, it was, but I mean, I realized, like, you're a Pop Warner coach. You're doing it for.
I'm just kidding, Shane.
Right. But I'm saying you're doing it for free. You're doing it for free. So you're taking time out of your life to do it for free.
Did you seriously do that for free?
Yep. And it was one of the most unappreciative things ever. Nobody thanked me. They all just got in their cars and drove off because it was for my son.
Why would you do that for free?
I wanted to coach my son.
It's volunteer, Nick.
Yeah,
I know, but you should have at least got paid for being a coach.
That'll never happen.
Most of them are volunteers.
Yeah, and that's why you got to think about it. Like, so, like when you're yelling at Coach Barry, like, "Hey, you dumb son of a gun, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's
Okay,
doing
but
it for
NFL
fun.
coaches don't do it for free.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
It's like anything from like Pee Wee up until probably high school. Those coaches are mostly volunteers.
Yeah, and that's what but that's my point is like I realize a lot of people like that thought they knew football.
Right.
Shane muted his mic.
I keep clicking the mic out.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm getting yelled at that I'm running the same play, which I wasn't. But I had 35 points. Like, you're never going to win with some of the parents. Or, like, I had a kid who came from California, right? He transferred from, I think it was, like, Compton, right? Kid was an absolute stud. And when I mean stud, I mean he's a 12-year-old that was doing, like, Barry Sanders spin moves and jukes, right? He was running for literally, I didn't track it, but probably over 100 yards a game with 2 touchdowns. A game.
Damn.
He was that good. But the backup parent...
But that's only Pee-wee, so, you know.
But I'm saying the backup parent, the backup running back who still got touches, was upset because, you know, her kid is good enough to be a pro one day.
That sounds like one of those Democratic parents who's a Democrat. But...
Politics are out of this, bro.
I know.
You're fined $5. I'm going to run a tally on you.
Wow, $5, Shane? Wow, okay, no.
No, what I'm saying is, again, we have people that listen to us from all sides. Once you start picking political stuff in your podcast, you're going to lose viewers. Remember that. So, anyways, my whole point is, which I guess I might lose viewers when I say your kids are soft. But it's really hard for me. Anyways, we can get back on topic. We went way off topic.
Yeah. Okay, and the one thing, like going back to the original topic, which is simulation, I think for me, Nick, it's hard for me to think that you're someone that is like a simulation type gamer because the mode that you play is Madden Ultimate Team, which is
I'm not completely simulation. I just want it to be where the receiver. I just wish EA would make a patch to where you drop picks when when you get the perfect animation and you still drop the pick, like.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. You just want to moss people.
No, I just wanted to. I just want it to be where you're not dropping picks, because that really gets aggravating when you have a pick and then you just drop it.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, and that's another thing too that, and you know,
that didn't happen in Madden 20, as much as it does right now.
But that's because it's two things. A, people did not pass as much in Madden 20 as Madden 21. But then B, the pros cried about, I can't catch the ball good enough. So then they patched it, and now they make cornerbacks look like they're dumb. And actually, since you brought that up, Trey, about, I don't know if Shane wants to talk about it. When I got eliminated, there was twice in 2 games, right? One time was against Vanilla Bryce, which I beat earlier in the year.
Who's against who?
Vanilla Bryce.
Oh, is he a pro?
He's like me. I'll say he's like me. He gets like one step away every year. And he's a cool dude.
Oh.
I mean, I like
What's
him.
one step away? What does that mean?
Like one step away from making live events consistently.
Oh, okay.
And as you see with what's his name, Civil?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make it this year. He made it last year. It's way harder with more people. I'll just say that. Anyways, back to the thing. So it was 10-6. I was up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Late, I think it was start 4th quarter. He drove down, he threw it at my user. I hit it perfectly. Right? I hit it perfectly. I was like, hell yeah, here it comes, pick 6. It didn't react at all. It bounced off my face mask. And it's because they patched it. They had patched, tried to patch wide receivers catching balls, so then they screwed up the defense. And that happened to me twice. And then what ended up happening was he ended up scoring.
Wow.
Yeah. And if there was one thing that I like when I started playing Madden, well, when I started getting back into it around Madden
I keep knocking myself out.
Dang, Shane, the baby's not happy.
No, he's
18,
tired,
was
and he's got teeth coming in.
that was your reaction when you dropped that pick too, huh?
But it was a pick six. That was the worst thing ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when you jump the route perfectly,
And
and
you don't get rewarded for
and
it.
it doesn't even react though.
Yeah.
So then I asked, Soul Crusher, you guys saw him on stream yesterday, I think, and he told me that a lot of people are having problems with it after the patch.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that.
And it's funny because, again, from like Madden 17 to Madden 18 all the way up to now, if there was one thing that I would say Madden does well is that, people don't really drop balls that much.
Okay,
But
well,
now all of a sudden people are dropping balls left and right. But,
And look, one thing I'll say this, I'll be honest. You know why I think I'm good and why I'm one step away? It's really because of my user and defense and running.
mm-hmm.
My passing's whatever. It's whatever. So if you take it where, you did a patch and now I switch up and I jump the route perfectly and I hit the button perfectly and it doesn't say bad user, because if it says bad user, I did a bad user. And you know this, Trey. You know I don't really have tons of excuses when I lose.
Exactly.
It just
Which
didn't
is why I
read.
like you.
Yeah, and it didn't do it against Send 8 be great. It was 10 to 10. Same thing. He threw it on 3rd and 7. I jumped the route again, and it didn't react, and I was confused. So I was like, whatever. And then on 4th down, he went for it. He got it. Then he ended up scoring a touchdown, and he stopped me. So congrats to him. But then with Vanilla Bryce, the next game, same thing. Like if I pick six him, it's 17 to 6 me. It's over. He's not coming back. And then the bottom half was honestly cake. I would have made a good run. But in the end, it doesn't matter because guess what? If I make better reads, if I'm quicker on the touches, on the passes, I win. So my only opinion is sometimes I think when they patch things, they make it worse. The only thing I ever thought was the Madden 19 contain glitch and then the Nickel 245 on Madden 20 at the very end needed to be patched. Not everything needs patches.
Right. And I think for like pro players, I think there's like two different types of pro players. Where it's like one where it's like, they have really good user and stick skill, which I almost feel like is a dying breed these days because, people are clicking off and, letting the computer do it. But I think the people that it is now is more of the people that are good at the chess match of the game, which is pretty much if you know what your opponent's gonna do, and they make an adjustment to take that away, then I think that's what most people are good at these days. It's more so like, adjusting and making the right chess move and say, okay, I know what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna put my computer in a position where they can take it away as opposed to.
I just wish that they'd make user matter more.
Yeah.
Like when you click off, and I'm in the minority. I know you click off, Trey, but you don't. You don't think you're the 1%.
Yeah, exactly.
And to me, when I was playing, who was it? It was Voltrax last year. He would run in and he'd click off, even in draft champs, and they'd still tackle me. And I just think that if you run in with your guy and click off, your guy should fall down. I know it sounds dumb, but that would make people try to play with their user more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It sounds outlandish, but think about it. So if they click off on purpose that their player's going to fall down or not make the tackle, they're going to start trying to use their user more. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it'd make the game a little bit more fun. I've watched the streams, and people, unless they're in there and a fan of Joke or Dubby or Civil or whoever or Mo, I've been watching some of the Madden streams where they're like, this is boring. Why do they click off? And you can tell that they're not trolling. They might be young or they might be older, and they're confused. Because honestly, just so you guys know, on on my channel and on our podcast, the average age is between 18 and 45.
Right.
So there can easily be people even older than me. Yeah. Bro, because one thing here, I'm going to be saying this. You weren't on the podcast last year at this time, but I did ask Trey, and I think I asked you, Trey, for sure. I might not. Maybe it was somebody else. But here's my thing, Nick. Do you really think Problem in 10 years is going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm 43 now. I'm going to go get myself a real job because that's what society wants me to do? Or do you think he's...
No.
Right. So
he's kind of old.
Whoa.
At that point.
Whoa. No, but what I'm saying is all these young cats that are between 18 and 25 or 16 to 25, one day they'll be 35. One day they'll be 45. So at 45 years old, do you think a Problem's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to go get a job at a factory and make a third of what I make now?
No.
Or Dubby? I mean, Dubby, I guarantee you, he has a real job right now. He's not like me or like Problem or like Bugs. But eventually, dude, he's blowing up on his little podcast. I saw it last night.
He has a podcast too?
Yeah, he has like 4,500 subs or something. Yeah, and one of them's Trey. Think about this, Nick. Trey supporting Dubby more than Shane.
Dubby, I mean,
Trey, you subbed in?
I think that Dubby, even though I highly disagree with some of the stuff that he says, but the reason that I watch him is because I think that he's really entertaining. I think that he's very knowledgeable about, Madden, because he pretty much knows, he's been around the community for a long time, and he knows, where everyone's at. But he's very entertaining, and like Shane was saying, he goes to like some young people stream and they say, oh, these guys are boring, they click off. But if you go into Dubby's stream and say that, then people are going to start calling you a bot and all that. So.
Yep. But here's my point though, Nick. So Trey, help me out. He had like 4,300 subs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's $6 a month, correct?
Yeah, I don't know what the...
So he basically makes $2,700 a month or $2,600 a month just from subs.
Right. Yeah.
So he's making about 29K, which he lives in Philly. I think it's like $45,000 a year is the median. So if he's not winning tournaments, which he's not, and I don't know if he's doing money games, Trey, does he or no?
I mean, he does every now and then, but mostly it's just
podcasting or broadcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's making less than I did when I was making $35K a year just from money games. But my point is Problem. I think somebody told me Problem was making $7 to $8K a month from subs, and that's not even counting advertisers that are now paying him. That's not counting any wins he does. That's not counting any of his playbooks. Somebody says he's making up to 9K a month or 10K a month.
Damn.
That's 120K. So, because he's 45 in 10 years and he's probably making 200K a year by then, he's going to go get a factory job making 40K a year just so he can be like, I'm working a normal job. No. It's what the thing is a lot of, and I'm not saying you, Nick, and I'm not saying you, Trey. So again, I'm generalizing just some of the people I've played in the past few years where they're like, oh, if you're over 26 and you play, you need to get a life. You need to get a real job. What a loser. But these same kids are going to be playing. See, what my point is, it's easy to say it when you're young and you know what I mean. You understand and Trey understands, but you guys act a little bit older at times, so I mean it's easier to talk about. But I'm saying why Trey, you blow up for some reason, right?
Right.
And you make 80K a year. At 35, are you going to be like, well, I'm 35 and I'm still playing video games, I should go work at McDonald's?
Ew, 80K a year? That's not really that good, Shane.
That's good. That's good, bro. That's good. You're just on the west side.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Like
good.
the average median is 51K in Spokane, Washington. So if I was making 80K a year on Madden, I'd be well off. Just like I think Trey, you're in Lewiston, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you guys were at like
Belltown.
38K a year.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
So if you're making 80K, you're making 2 times that of a normal adult.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Hell.
And where were you again, Nick? I forget.
What do
You
you
don't have
mean?
to say.
Like the
Just
city.
just give me a city where you're located next to if you want to do that.
Tacoma.
Okay. I bet it's less than you think. Average median.
Actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where I actually live because if someone ever tried to come find me, like the city's big, so it's
And
yeah.
nobody's going to do that. I live in Spokane. If you want to try to find me, you can find me. I have my address. Like, I care.
Anyway, I live in Lakewood, Shane,
Okay.
which is smaller than Tacoma.
Okay, Lakewood, Washington.
That's actually where I live, but
50,000.
Yeah,
right, but right. But if I become a diesel mechanic, I'd be making triple what that is a year. I already told you what I would be making, right? I'd be making 500K a year.
Yeah,
Right.
but what I'm saying is, because you said 80K is not that good, but it'd be technically almost 30K more than the average person. Where does Problem live, Trey? Do you remember?
I think he lives in LA, right?
Okay, average. So
Somewhere
that
in
might be a little bit
California.
more. So he's made like 120 a year in office
Yeah.
gaming income. Los Angeles, 62,000. So he's making 2 times that. So he's well off. Just like Skimbo when he was making 200K a year. He's out of I forget how Claremore, Oklahoma.
Yeah, some small city in Oklahoma. And then he's gonna start streaming too. Remember I told you about that, so he's gonna be making like probably more than most people in there combined.
39K. And
Yeah.
he was making 200 to 250K when he was winning titles. He was making
Yeah, I'll be
6
making.
times though. But you're missing the point. You have to work your ass off to make good money. Damn, I just lost another $1 to myself.
I'd be making more than you. I'd be making more than you and Trey combined ever in your life.
Let's see. I'm gonna call you out on this. Diesel mechanic income.
It's
It says
but
$48,000 a year, bro. Where are you getting
that's not
500K?
That's not working at the way stations.
Diesel mechanic way station
Way station $300 an hour.
income.
And are you googling this because that's bullshit?
They get paid $35.50 an hour. Jobs at truck stop way stations due to jobmonkey.com.
So you rather believe Google over an actual mechanic that actually knows?
I'm going
people
off
that-
of salary.com, man. I'm not going see. I look
So
at
you
different
believe
stuff.
the internet?
I've just never heard of a diesel mechanic making $500,000 a year unless he's doing private boats or private.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, are you saying, Nick, that you're gonna be independently doing it? So, like, for
Yeah,
example,
it's independent.
you're gonna be certified.
I'm owning my own business.
You're gonna be certified as a diesel mechanic, and so you're gonna be at the truck stops or the way stations, and when a truck driver comes by, you're gonna go up to him and say, "Hey, I'll give you this much to fix your truck or whatever." Is that what you're getting at? Is that?
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. The whole point is, anyways, it doesn't matter about that. My whole point is, when we're talking about it, is even if you make as much as you say you make, you're gonna be rich, Nick.
You could probably make more being what do they call those prostitutes that like go into the truck stops or whatever,
Lot
like
lizards?
lot lizards or something. You could probably
Yeah.
make more doing that. I wonder what the wage
No,
is for that.
do you actually know how high the homicide rate is for lot lizards?
How high? How high?
Pretty high. There's a lot of murders
Look,
that happen.
If you are high escorts like Las Vegas and like Those type, they make great money and they don't get killed. We're talking about like the lowest of low call like
Yeah.
prostitutes. You guys are talking about like I'll pay you $1 for
No, but there's actually been a lot of murders that happen with prostitutes.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
but we're talking about street prostitutes.
Yeah, okay.
Average income for I can't believe we got so far off topic, dude. Call girl. Does it even say anything about this? Damn,
Anyway,
man. I need to become a call girl.
Wait. Imagine your life being so bad that you have to become a prostitute. Like, seriously, though.
Yo, like I was told before, though,
you
a
have
lot
to
of
be
people
living
sell
a sad
stuff.
life.
You know how
If
many
you
people,
have to-
Nick, do one-night stands?
But just to give up your body like that, like,
Look, here, I'll say this. A lot of girls between 21 to 21 to 24, I believe, have an average of 8 guys that they don't know a year. Nowadays.
I know, but to give up your,
They're selling themselves for a freaking Michelob Light.
Or drugs.
Yeah, so why not, like,
Yeah, sure.
the average call girl in Las Vegas makes
call
27 to
girl.
30.
What's a call girl?
The same
What do
thing.
you think it is? What do you think it is? What do you
They're just way better
What kind
looking
of term is that? I never heard that.
because those are the high end. They're escorts. They get paid between
the
$27 and $35 an hour, and it doesn't always include sex. Lots of
Damn.
times I watch
That's actually not bad an hour to be an escort. That's really not.
But they're not always doing sex. So when they're doing that high end, I actually saw a girl on a long time ago. I think I was at my brother's house, and it was on, and she
Shane's
was
talking to prostitutes.
no. It was on TV. I think it was on Showtime or whatever.
Oh,
Get this.
I didn't know it was on TV.
She was hired out by a high-range businessman, an old guy. She never had sex with him. She never did anything but go to family functions, restaurants, would spend time with him and talk to him because he was lonely, and she made over $340,000 a year. And when he died, he left her
Jesus.
all the watches he had bought over the years, and she ended up worth $900,000 in 2 years by just basically being paid a paid call girl. But I mean, lots of people get paid out. Like people go to McDonald's and have to stir fries for like $10 an hour.
Well,
And
if you work at McDonald's forever, that means that that means you must be a high school dropout or something.
you know, one thing I will say though, Nick, is my mom had a friend who people made fun of when she was in high school. He ended up
No,
actually owning 2
I'm not
McDonald's.
even making fun. I'm just being serious. Like,
Bro, he owned 2 McDonald's. Do you know how much that makes?
Make some good money.
Yeah,
If you're
like
the owner, then it's
I don't know.
Well, if you're
How
a
much did he make
manager,
a
it's
year?
different story. Yeah, if you're
well, if you own it, yeah. But how much did he make a year then, Shane?
they made fun of him. Okay, listen, they just made fun of him, right? Because he went from just a server to an assistant manager to a general manager. He ended up between making what this says right now between $1 million and $3 million a year to own a McDonald's, and he owned 2 of them.
$1 million a year?
$1 million to $1 million to $3 million a year, depending on where you are a year
Is
for
that
owning it.
BS? Nah. That's
No, it's not
Are you
BS. He was
serious?
rich, and then all the same people that made fun of him on
I
the
need to get
30th
his-
year, on the 30th year, bro, on the 30th year high school reunion, my mom said how people tried to be so nice to him, and he was nice back, but they made fun of him for working at McDonald's. And what he did is he worked his butt off for basically like 20 years until he could buy one McDonald's, and then he made enough profit after 2 years to buy the other McDonald's up north. I know exactly where she's talking about. It's on Monroe Street is one, and then one's by the mall. And so he made
what? Wait, what? Is it in your city or something?
Yep.
Do you actually know the guy personally? Like,
No,
have
my
you
mom
met
was
him?
Facebook friends with him. She was
Oh.
friends. She was nice to him in high school. She remembered that
Wait,
everybody was making
so,
fun
she knows him personally?
from high school. Yep,
That's
he's
crazy.
but he's retired now. He sold them. he's retired. He's like 69, 70 because my mom's older. But my point is see, you can't always judge people like. I work at McDonald's. People are gonna be like, "Yeah, you make like 20K," but that dude put in work for 15.
20K? No, not even that.
Well, either way, he worked for 15, 20 years, whatever it was, saved up enough to buy the McDonald's when the guy was getting older and wanted to sell it, bought it, made enough money in a couple years, bought the other one by the mall, and was making bank for the next 10 years before he retired.
Damn.
So anyways, we got so far off topic.
Wait. Okay, no. But you're talking about money and all that. So when you work at fast food, you only get paid minimum wage for whatever your minimum wage is in your state.
It depends on how long you've worked. But go ahead.
You want to know how bad minimum wage is in Florida?
Oh, it's horrible.
$7.50 an hour. That's straight garbage. Imagine actually working for that amount of money. You must really have
Well, my brother's old girlfriend, and yes, this was in the late 90s, early 2000s. She was making only $3 from Virginia when she moved here, an hour.
Okay, well that's probably more. That was probably more now.
I don't think so, actually. Here, I'll actually look it up because they actually have a cool calculator. But she was also a waitress, and she was a great waitress, and so she got loads of tips. She wasn't making $3 an hour, but her minimum wage was $3 an hour. 1998 compared to now, it'd be the equivalent of. Hold on.
Anyway, Shane,
it'd be $4.65 now.
Okay, wait, Shane, is this literally your only job?
Yep.
Why?
Because I have to take care of my man. How many? Trey, will you answer him?
No, but why don't you get something? Okay, no, never mind.
Trey, will you answer why?
It's a little bit. Well, you did say you used to work at a post office, right?
Yep, and I was making $70K a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why would you give that up for?
For my kid, I'll do it anytime.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's why I'm not going to get on top. I don't want to. It's not going to be on the podcast.
Yeah, it's private.
Okay.
We'll tell you after.
Yeah. So, anyways, so can I do the Halloween thing? Because we're going real long.
No.
The only thing, real quick. The only one topic that I'd like to cover real quick is So Shane, you personally experienced the quarterback, the speed burst when it's not a quarterback run.
Yeah, because that's what Vanilla Bryce was doing.
Okay, and so now it's banned from MCS.
That's banned.
So,
and then the other one was banned. What was the other one? Oh, the 335 wide or whatever.
Say, what's
user
banned?
glitch.
Yeah.
What's banned?
You can't use it, or you can get banned.
Can use what?
MCS.
So like what I was using, like what Vanilla Bryce and what Send 8 Be Great were sending against me or doing was illegal. It's illegal now. But I did a club so early that EA didn't really know about it, so they got away with it. And then once like other pros got word of it, started sending video or whatever they did to EA, they banned it. I was in the Discord when the EA guy said, "Hey, the user glitch is now banned, and the QB run that's not a QB draw or whatever is now banned." However Trey said it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm never doing an early club again.
So in your opinion, from playing against that, was it pretty egregious? Like, was it like the most like broken thing you've seen playing Madden? Or
Nope. Honestly, bro, I wonder why Send 8 Be Great could shoot the gap like he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, I was like IDing him, but what I did too late. But at the end of the game, which I came all the way back, tied it, and then I dropped the pick, he scored, and then I didn't have enough time. I got down to his 30, and I didn't have enough time, and I ended up throwing an incompletion. But anyways, RPOs kill that play. Shotgun RPOs kill the user glitch. That's all I'll say.
That's the counter.
Yeah, it was easy. Like I went 2 scoring drives with ease. He had to get out of it. So, I mean, no. Like the contain glitch in Madden 19 that Kiv used, that all of 818 used. And again, 818 started the whole user glitch. They find glitchy stuff. I'll give them that.
Wait, was that the Discord that? Because I asked in the podcast, who was that talking? Was that your old crew that was in the Discord that you were showing a screenshot of? Shane.
No, that was in the Discord of the MCS. Oh wait, you said Trey or me?
No, he meant to say you.
Okay, yeah, it was MCS.
How did you get into that Discord anyway?
I make the tournaments.
Okay.
So, there
was someone in there that was like making races.
Oh, it was even worse than that. I stopped screenshotting. They didn't even ban him.
Who is that?
I don't know who the guy was called Trump 2020. And he was just like...
Wait, why'd you ban him?
I didn't ban him.
It wasn't... Oh. Okay, Nick. It wasn't because he had the name Trump.
I thought that was the reason why, because he had the name Trump 2020.
No, he was in MCS and he was being racist, bro. He was like, I'm just gonna say he was racist, and not like soft racist, like where people get offended over everything. He was being pretty Voltrax type. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Trump isn't racist, and it's already been confirmed by Mike Pence. Because I'm just gonna say this, Trump's...
Okay, no politics.
Wow.
We're not gonna go into that here. Right, we're not.
I mean, it wasn't even okay, never mind. My bad, Shane.
Where were we?
Wow, Shane, you forgot where we were.
Yeah, so the RPOs burned that. There was a counter on the contain glitch. There was no counter in Madden 19. Right. Every pro ran it against each other, and it was almost unstoppable. So like this, like them banning the user glitch because under center they'll sack you, or if you run shotgun and you don't get rid of the ball, they get in right away. Well, guess what? So some Shanegotyou11 figured out, hey, shotgun RPOs burn it. Because they're stuck on their user on the line. And they can't switch up quick enough. The QB draw, it wasn't that bad. It was a little OP. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
well, I wasn't really talking about the QB draw. I was saying... Did you see that clip on Twitter that someone posted? It was like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it was really stupid. Like it wasn't like it was like a pass play that wasn't designed for the quarterback, and he got like a speed boost.
I think I'm pretty sure that's what Vanilla Bryce would do. He'd like audible.
Yeah.
And it'd change the formations up. And then he'd hike it, and his guy would get a quick speed burst behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that's what you mean? Yeah, that's what he'd do. Like, he'd go from, like, trips to 5 wide. I'm just, like... and he'd be in 5 wide, and all of a sudden he'd hike it, and his guy behind the line would shoot around the edge or shoot up the middle real quick. And I'm pretty sure that's what they banned.
Yeah. And so, basically, there's 2 sides of people, you know. Of course, you'll have people like Joke. Joke was one of the people that said, you need to get your stick skills up. You need to learn how to stop it. And then most people are like, even W himself, who was like, you know, someone that's like really competitive, that you know is on that side. Even he said, no, that's stupid. Like, that's just a glitch in the game and stuff. But of course, Joke, and this is how bad Joke is. Of course, Joke's is gonna complain about stuff that he thinks that's bad, but he's not gonna say anything about a blatant glitch.
Like, yeah, but it's because it's running.
When that happens, he's like, learn how to stop it.
It's because, again, 99% of the pros, and again, I'm generalizing, if they can, it's what Drini said, and that's why I like what Drini had to say.
Yeah.
If you can stop it, you always say, or I mean, if you run it and they can't stop it, you say find a counter to it. If you can't stop it, you say it's a glitch and ask EA to patch it. That's why I just keep my mouth quiet. Something along those lines, right, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. It's really true. Like, I mean, they weren't so OP. Like, Madden 19 contain glitch was way more OP. Madden 20 245 nickel or whatever it was, that was
Hmm.
super OP. Did it end up getting patched? Yes, but they didn't ban it. They just patched
Right.
it. Where this, they patched it. So next year, I am not gonna be playing in the early clubs.
Right. So do you think that, when Club Series starts to air on broadcast, do you think that there's a possibility we could see, stuff that's similar to it, or do you think it's going to be kind of just QB draw,
I think
like
it's gonna
pretty
be
much all
QB
the time?
draw or QB blast. Like, I'm surprised that people aren't passing really.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind. I mean, some people are passing, and it sucks because my defense is awesome against the pass, and both guys ran versus me.
I mean, it's turning into Madden 20 slowly, to be
Yeah, I do
honest.
agree on that. It's
Yeah.
slowly turning into it. But I think what would change it is if you got like fast linebackers that were good, which they
Right.
kind of are starting to do. But like LCQ, I wouldn't doubt if it's a running game by LCQ.
Yeah.
I just don't think
But
there's a
they'll
lot of
probably,
passers.
yeah, they'll probably have to ban, having a punter at quarterback. They're probably gonna have to ban that because they got a lot of heat for that last year.
I
I
think you
mean,
can't even do
everyone.
it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They said that. They said that before that. I guess you can't do that anymore. So.
My main number one thing that EA screwed up this year on, and I fully agree with Nick, I fully agree with you, is unlimited MUT. It's not fair.
No, it's not. And
Like,
and this was the topic that I was trying to make before we got off topic. But in Madden 20, the first major being between Sirius Mo and Henry. Henry could have won that game. It was a close game. Um, but if we look at Voltarax didn't really come close to getting beat, and Joke pretty much flew through his opponents. But in regs, like Sirius Mo ran a lot, but Henry could still have won. But in salary cap, it was pretty much like you couldn't really do much about it because you can't really break regs in the same way that you can break the other modes like salary cap.
yeah, I mean, this year would have actually probably been fun if it wasn't unlimited. It just made it a
Yeah.
little. I mean, I I actually didn't think that there would be LCQ, except my EA guy said that they're supposed to be. Other than that, the way they're trying to make everybody like 94 or 95s already, and we're in October is I don't know. But at the same time, maybe it's just they want money.
Yeah, and then most feared, which is EA's, big one of their biggest promos of the year. So I guess that's understandable, but I agree with you on that.
It's
But
just, I mean, because where are we? October 29th, and we have 93 or 94 players. Some people with their chems have 95 and 96.
yeah, it's crazy.
Because I have a 95 Cromartie already on cornerbacks. And so basically, but well, supposedly it's sometime in February is LCQ. So November, December, January. So 3 months. I mean, most players are gonna be 99s, don't you think?
Yeah, by that point it'll be pretty much over. I mean that's like EA's marketing. Like they're putting out all these cards later, and then by the time February rolls around, it's going to be pretty much dead because there's not going to be a player that comes out that really impacts the game at
Right.
that point. Yeah,
So it'll probably be if you're doing LCQ, you better have 99 players,
yeah.
or you're gonna be at a disadvantage.
Break out,
Like
break out that credit card, pretty
right,
much.
like you
Break out.
saw how solo battles are ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I was doing solo. I talked about that in on the Discord. I was doing solo challenges, and they were not fun at all. So
No, and I mean they know this, and if they make it
yeah,
hard enough, they're gonna be like, oh, people will pay for it.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think if we go to my ultimate team, I'm gonna go to my ultimate team real quick. I still have a 91 overall team since we're getting on topic on that, and yeah, coins will be low come February.
LCQ. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't say with my contacts, so I'm getting really close. I have 500,000 coins and 8,000 training points.
Right. Right.
But I mean, it's gonna get really hard. Like, why do they keep giving me stuff? So 500,000 now will be like almost. I would say, what would you say, Trey? 1,000,000 in February,
Yeah, somewhere in there.
and
I saw they released that new LaDainian Tomlinson looks nice that they put out the 50 card, and then they put out a Saquon Barkley that goes for like $1 million right now. So
see, and well, that's what I'm saying. So, like right now, for example, I'm gonna keep my offensive line even in LCQ at 90. But I
hmm
kept like the Tony Gonzalez who's at 92, the Calico 93, DK at 90, Vic, Barry Sanders, and then I have 93 Tyler Lockett because I believe, and since we're getting off a little off topic, but we're talking about LCQ and the tournaments back then
yeah,
in the future, I believe all the cards that I kept as superstars, like the quarterback, running back, wide receivers, I think all the players that I listed will be 99s. Don't you think?
yeah, they probably will be, and it'll be nice because all your players are power ups.
Yeah.
So when the new card comes out, you just buy the new card, and then you'll be set. So
Yeah, and it won't be that expensive. Like right now, I have the 90 on defense. I have the 94 Dion, the 95 Antonio Cromartie, the 94 Dominique Rogers Cromartie. I have the
DSG, yeah,
93 Deacon Jones as a right end, Reggie White and Kawan Short, and then I need to buy a left end and another middle linebacker. But like, I have a bunch of 93s and 94s. I mean, it's not going to cost me that much to make my guys get to 99s. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Everything's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, and you'll get coins from new and draft champions and all
Oh
that
yeah.
too. So
Man, the Giants playbook, bro. Did you watch any of that last night, or were you playing
oh, you're talking about the Cardinals playbook, right?
the Giants?
Oh yeah. I was there. I was there the day before,
I found some good
and
plays,
you
don't you
were
think?
yeah, and you won a championship, didn't you, with it?
Yep, but I am not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting off. We are. I'm not putting this on podcast. The Giants playbook is horrible. Everyone, horrible. Just joking.
Right.
Nah, Giants playbook's pretty darn good. Nick, are you still
Yeah.
there? Where'd he
I think he
go?
left. I think he left again. I think he.
He just leaves halfway through.
Yeah.
We really need to kill the politic talk, though.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Honestly, because there's
He's gonna get fined. He's gonna get fined. He's gonna get fined $10 for that. For the
because I'm
politics
just saying,
talk. Yeah.
like Michael Jordan, he got roasted because he said, "Hey man, I don't care what politic party you're in. Green money is still green." And his point is, you if you're in a business, you can get paid from both political parties. You know what I mean?
hmm
But if you out one of the political parties, the other group's gonna be like, "Damn," you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But damn, we had a
Yeah.
hell long podcast. I almost
Yeah.
said,
We had a nice and long podcast. There was something that I had up my sleeve, but
no,
we'll
do it. I mean, if we're gonna do a long one, we might as well do a long one because I still want to do the Halloween trivia.
all right for sure. The one that I had kind of involved with Nick, and then this is going to be my idea because you and Nick are both Seahawks fans.
Right.
I was gonna do a trivia game between you two, and
Oh, dang, that would've been fun.
whoever loses has to go in the Discord and change their profile picture to San Francisco 49ers, and it has to stay there for 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm down with that. Where is he?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if he comes back. Let me do the Halloween on you trivia,
All right. All right.
just for fun. And if he's not back by the time I'm done, then we can wrap it up and do it a different
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so for fans, and I'm going to post this once this goes to the YouTube channel, I'll say if you want to hear strictly about Halloween and nothing else, scroll to this time limit, do the quiz, tell me how you did. So right now we're at an hour and 30 minutes, Trey.
Okay,
So
an hour and 30 minutes.
to all the listeners out there, all the subs, I will post it on the channel and then I'll post it on the community board. Try to see if you can beat Trey. And let's go. So in which country did Halloween originate?
Can you give me like a multiple choice so that I
Okay.
don't sound like completely like
Okay, I'll do a
lost?
multiple choice. Ireland, America, Japan, and Italy.
Okay, if you're gonna say that, I have to say America
Uh,
then. Am I right?
no, it's Ireland.
Do they? I didn't even know they sold. I guess I did know, but is Halloween celebrated worldwide?
I think so.
Okay.
Number
It
two.
just seems more of like an American
All
thing.
right, sorry, I had to answer a phone call, but are we still on the podcast? Still? Wow. All right,
Listen.
well, I'll be right.
Okay, go ahead, go back. Go. Trey. Number two. Which Catholic church holiday is Halloween linked to?
All right, I'll be right back, Shane. Again.
Okay.
Okay. What Catholic church is it
Holiday
related
is
to?
Halloween linked to?
Uh, I have no idea. What
Okay,
is it?
All Saints Day. It's called Hallows Day.
Okay. Okay.
Um, what was the name of Dracula's sidekick?
I have no idea.
It's called Renfield. Yo, don't worry, I didn't get any of these either.
Yeah.
If anybody that listens, be honest with us and let us know if you really answered correctly, just for fun.
Yeah,
What does
just
the
for
name
fun.
Dracula
Yeah.
mean, Trey?
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Think religion.
something
Think
religion,
scary.
religion and scary. Is it like devil somewhere
Son of
there?
the devil.
Okay, I was close enough.
What was Dracula's real name?
I think the only thing that I can think of is Count Dracula. Isn't that like one
Vlad
of
the
his?
Impaler. So Dracula's real name is Vlad the Impaler. Which vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made from?
Asparagus. I don't know.
Turnips.
Turnips. Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
I got a few more. Every Halloween, this is an easy one. Trey, if you don't get this, you're fired.
Okay.
Every Halloween, Charlie Brown helps his friend Linus wait for what character to appear.
Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy.
No, the Great Pumpkin.
Okay.
Okay.
I was never. I've only seen it. I've seen the Charlie Brown movie a handful of times. I never really got that into it.
Boy, oh boy, you're fired. According to superstition, if you stare in the mirror at midnight on Halloween night, what will you see?
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know this one. I think is it Bloody Mary? Is it,
No, it's your future husband or wife.
oh, that's a good one. That
I think you should know this one. Transylvania is a region in which country?
Transylvania.
Which country? Do you know?
I've heard about the movie. I don't know anything about it though.
Romania.
Okay.
What is the significance? What is the significance of seeing a spider on Halloween?
The significance.
I didn't know these answers either. It's supposed to be how well do you know Halloween, Veterans Edition. So don't be ashamed. I only got like two.
what does that even mean, though? Like, the significance of seeing a spider? Like, what is that
On
supposed
Halloween
to mean
day or night,
exactly?
it is thought to be the spirit of a loved one watching over the person who finds the spirit.
No.
This is
I don't want
one.
to.
This is one that I knew. They made a movie out of it, Trey. It became a huge movie. Which country celebrates the Day of the Dead starting at midnight on October 31st?
Canada.
Mexico.
I don't know. Yeah. No.
It's you know the skeleton faces.
Right. Right.
A person born on Halloween has what particular ability from ancient people? I'll just answer it for you. The ability to
Supernatural.
see and talk to spirits.
Oh.
So
So,
you were
I,
0
I
for
was kind of right. I
16.
said supernatural. So,
Okay, so you got 0 of 16. I got 2 of 16. Nick is not here. So for everybody from 1:30, an hour and 30 minutes to an hour and 36 minutes, it's a 6-minute quiz. I will post it on the community. Go ahead and see what you can do and let us know if you're smarter than Trey and I and you're a veteran of Halloween.
yeah.
Because obviously
It's a
we
good idea.
aren't.
It's a good idea too. Did someone turn on a microwave?
Yeah, sorry, I was heating up the bottle.
Okay.
That's good ears, bro. Yo, man,
Yeah.
somebody cooking?
Right. No, but trivia is definitely something that I think. Do you remember that time? I think it was a couple weeks ago that I gave you the Seahawks
Yes.
fan quiz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you did pretty well on that. I remember one question was something along the lines of what their name was before the Seahawks, and there was like some weird names or whatever. But
Yeah, and I think I
other
had
than
no
that,
idea on that.
yeah,
I think you know what I think we should do, and actually I'm gonna put a poll question on this. I think we should do um, trivia at like once a month at the end of our podcast, and see how people do compared to us, and we'll rotate the people who ask the questions. Like one time it'll be you, one time it'll be me, one time it'll be Nick, and not every podcast, but like once a month. I don't know if you're down for that.
yeah, I'm down for that as
All
well.
right, I'm back.
All right, Nick. So,
So what did I miss? I heard everything you guys were just talking about, but
did you hear my proposition about having to do in the Discord?
yeah,
And I accepted it, Nick.
I heard some about Discord.
Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because you and Shane are both Seahawk fans, right? So it's gonna be a trivia question. It's gonna be between you and Shane, and the loser has to go in the Discord server that we're in, and they have to change their profile picture to a 49er picture, and it has to stay up there for about 2 weeks. I'll say two.
Damn.
I accept it, so it's on Mr. Nick.
All right, so
No,
are
it's
you
on
down,
you,
Nick?
Shane.
I accept then I'm down. If you lose,
All right.
you have a San Fran. If I win,
Wait,
you have to do
okay,
it.
I don't even understand what you just said. Please repeat the whole thing, Trey. I'm so confused.
Okay, so it's gonna be a trivia game. The
Okay.
first person, okay, this is how it's gonna work. The first person to 5 points wins. So I'm gonna ask, for example, I'll ask Shane a question. If Shane gets the answer wrong, and Nick says, okay, I think I know what that answer is, and if Nick gets that answer right, then he gets 2 points. But if he gets it wrong, then he loses a point. And then every question after that is one point. Sound good? So.
Okay, so I heard something about Shane and Trey. I'm sorry, repeat it again.
Okay, I'll explain it as I go. Okay, how's that?
Okay.
Okay. Shane, are you ready though?
Hold on 1 second. Let me put the bottle on the thing. Do you want to do multiple questions so it's not different questions?
I mean, we can do that too.
And that way, like, we both can guess, because then...
Wait, pause. Wait, hold on. I just have a question. Shane, why are you heating up a bottle?
To feed the baby?
He has a baby.
Why are you giving him a bottle warm?
Because when you're... how do you explain it? When you breastfeed, the milk's warm.
Isn't the milk better cold though?
Not when you're a baby. They're used to warm.
Okay.
Like if you breastfeed, it's just warm milk.
Oh.
So that's why. I'm trying to break
the
it.
baby's not happy.
He's hungry. Okay, go ahead, Trey.
Okay, so Nick, I'm gonna give you the question first. So I'm gonna read you a story from a news headline, and you have to guess on whether this story is a fake headline or if it's a real headline.
Okay.
Okay, so this headline is: teenager fined €100 for feeding a chip to a pigeon.
For feeding a chip to a what?
For feeding a chip to a pigeon.
Oh, okay. Wait, why would you be fined $100 for feeding a chip to a... It's not...
Okay, so are you saying that it's a fake news article then?
Yeah, because who would fine a teen $100 for just feeding a pigeon?
Okay, well you just lost.
Damn, I was gonna say true, Trey. Damn.
It was a real headline. Okay, so
Who finds someone for feeding a pigeon?
Oh wow.
Like seriously.
Okay.
See, the baby agrees with me. No.
Okay, so Shane.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your question. Can you spell the word mischievous?
Yes.
Damn. M-I-S.
M-I-S. Oh.
C-H-E-V-I-O-U-S. No.
Nope.
No.
You spelled it wrong.
Damn.
Okay, Nick.
Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Okay. Mischievous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. M-I-C-H-I-E-V-I-O-U-S.
I mean, you kind of got it right, but you said M-I-C, and it starts with M-I-S.
M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-I-O-S.
So we both got it wrong. And how come I didn't get to guess true on the first question, Trey?
Yeah, Trey.
Well,
See, even the baby's yelling at you, Trey.
okay, so this is a question for Nick. Okay. So Nick, in Super Bowl, I need to look up what Super Bowl it is real quick. I don't know the exact.
Super Bowl 43. Wait, was that the Super Bowl with the Broncos and the Seahawks?
No.
Hold on. Okay, no, I got the one.
That was Super Bowl 48.
Okay, Trey, do Super Bowl 48.
Okay, so in Super Bowl 41, between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts,
The Bears won.
This was the first time in Super Bowl history that this has been done. What player scored the first touchdown in the football game?
Andrew Luck.
He didn't even play back then.
Can I guess?
Okay, Shane, you want to guess?
Peyton
Devin
Manning.
Hester, he did a kick return.
Okay, Shane got it right, so he gets 2 points for that.
Was Peyton Manning playing
Yes.
in that
And they
Super
beat
Bowl?
the Bears, bro.
Oh.
This was back in 2007.
Why is the baby unhappy? What'd you do to him, Shane?
So I'm trying to feed him cold milk so he stops crying and he doesn't want it. So it's 2-0 me.
Yeah, it's 2-0 you. Right now. Okay, let me find a good one here. Okay,
Did
so
you just
Nick,
lock him in the closet, Shane?
No. I turned the dryer back on.
Oh, because I heard a door lock and I was all like, did you just lock the baby in the closet?
Okay. Okay, Nick, here we go. This is your question. How many soccer players should each team have on the field at the start of each match?
How many soccer players?
Should each team have on the field at the start of each match?
Can I Google this?
No.
No.
Wait, on both teams or just one?
On each team. So both teams. So both.
8 or in total?
Yeah,
Like, do you mean in total or just on one team?
on both teams. On both.
16 players.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
11 each.
Yeah.
Who was closer?
So already it's 4-0 to Nick. Okay.
Wait. So did I get that right or not?
I love you, Nick, dude. I'm sorry, man. You make me laugh, man. I appreciate you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Well, no, because Trey said I'm 4-0, so does that.
No, Shane answered. Shane got the Super Bowl question right, and he got.
Yeah,
the
but you
right.
said Nick was 4-0.
No, I thought he said Shane's up on Nick 4-0.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said Nick is 4-0. I was about to say bet.
So it's my question. If I get it right, I win, right?
Yeah.
And you have to go through with it, Nick.
All right, Shane. Here's a question for you. This is a game point for Shane. It's gonna be a short one. We'll definitely have more of these in the future because I think they're kind of fun. But
They are.
Okay, so Shane, what year was the first model of the iPhone released?
Hold on. The first iPhone, like iPhone 1?
Yeah, like, like the iPhone that we know today.
I will say, damn, I think I'm gonna be wrong. I have two answers. I mean, it's, I want to say it's like either 2006 or 2007.
Which one are you gonna go with though for your final answer?
I'm gonna go with
Wait. What was the question? Sorry, can you repeat it, Trey?
It's Shane's question.
Right I'm gonna go with.
Okay, no, wait. Okay, wait, but you let Shane answer my questions.
But that's how we were doing it. You got the first guess, and you were wrong.
And then Shane said, "Okay, I think I know what that question is," and then he got it right, so he stole your question.
Yeah.
I got 2 points. And then
it's kind of like the one game show, I forget. I'm going to just go with 07 because I don't think it was that long ago. I mean, it was long ago, but I don't think it was, like, super long ago because I think the brick cell phones or the brick cell phones were mid-90s, and then they started doing, like, the Ikeas or whatever, or Nokia, whatever, in the early 2000s. I'm going to say, like, 07.
Damn, Nick. You lost. It is 07 that it was released.
Yes!
Wait,
you got skunked at
wait. You
That's
said
a 5-0.
damn, Nick, you lost.
What?
You said damn, Nick, you lost. So were you talking to Shane? Or were you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to you. You lost it. You lost.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Because this was kind of a rough game, we'll do best 2 out of 3 for next podcast. How about that? We'll do.
Hey, man. Here, Nick, what was the Super Bowl for Denver and Seattle? I told you the answer already.
Super Bowl 40. I don't know. What'd you say? I forget.
48. What was the final score?
I was gonna say 48. I literally, Shane. I was gonna say 48.
What was the final score?
48-3.
43-8.
43-8. Oh, I said that kind of backwards. Okay.
So you have to be a 49er in Discord, bro.
I was close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be a 49er, bro.
Why?
That was the bet. You said
bet.
whatever Shane wants to do, and I said I'm down, and you said okay.
Okay, well then, okay, fine.
Change your freaking ugly 49ers gear on the Discord.
49ers gear. What?
And it better not be like, you better not try to cheat and then like, I don't know what you would do. Like, what's a 49er in real life? I don't know.
Wait. So what do you mean in Discord? What?
You have to change your profile picture to a 49er jersey. And you have to state
Does it have
why.
to be a jersey or can it just be a logo?
It can be either or.
And then, but you have to state in Discord why you changed your profile pic.
Yeah.
And then you have to put at
so
sticky.
I have to have the app open. So I'm gonna go on Google and download a 49ers picture and post it as my
profile picture.
As your profile picture.
Wait, and then I have to do what with sticky?
You have to say at sticky. I have to use this profile picture because I lost to Shanegotyou11 in a quiz on the podcast.
Wait, why are you doing this to be rude, Shane? You trying to bully me or something, Shane?
No, you agreed to it.
Yeah,
oh, okay, never mind. All right.
He's got. I gotta feed him, man. I gotta get off.
Use the 49ers.
Yes. And you have to at sticky. But anyways, I gotta get off, you guys. But this is a great podcast.